This is the latest controller grip cover from Kiwi, designed for your Oculus Quest 2 or Meta Quest 2 controller. And I have to say that this is the best controller grip cover that I have ever used since the Quest 2 first came out. And that's saying something. However, it's not for everybody. So in this video, I'm going to go through a quick setup, go through the pros and cons, who I think this is ideal for, and if you're not suited to this, what I think you should get instead. Welcome to my tech gear. Let's get into it. Setting this up is super easy. You actually have to take some things off your controller in order for this to work. So you don't need a battery cover anymore, so you take that off. And the wrist strap that's at the bottom, you can unclip that because there is one built into the controller grip, so you don't need it. And whilst you're there, take the battery out as well, because it just makes it easier to put the cover on later. With those two things out of the way, just slide the controller into the grip cover itself and it will click into place. Once it's clicked into place, take these two grommet things at the top, just loop over the top, hook them in, and you are pretty much done. And one of the big features of this grip cover is the built-in battery compartment. So to install your battery, all you need to do is take that cover and flick it back, and you will notice there is a plastic tab underneath. Make sure that that is out, because you're actually going to use that to hook underneath the battery, because it needs that to make it easier to take the battery out later on when you need to replace it. So put your battery in, making sure that that plastic tag is actually underneath. Now take the lid of that battery compartment and just push it back into place, and that will go flush with the rest of the grip cover. It does also come with an optional fur strap here to sort of make it a bit more comfortable for your hands. Up to you if you install it. It's not compulsory, but it's there if you want it. Another good feature of these is the silicone cover that goes around the ring at the top as well. It just really kind of hooks around the top. So not only is it a controller grip cover, but it's a controller protector as well. Another cool feature of the controller grips is the battery cover. So this is something that Kiwi Design have continued over from earlier versions, such as this one here. And it means that you don't have to keep taking the controller grip off to go and replace the battery. You simply lift the silicone compartment that's here, and then you can get straight into that battery compartment. So then you just take the battery out, slide a new battery in, push the cover back on, and then you're ready to go again. So it's really good, because I had a cover for the original Quest and it didn't have the battery compartment, and I ended up just taking the grip cover off because constantly having to switch the batteries just got really annoying. I do know that the Quest 2 batteries do last longer, but it's good to be able to have that so you can easily get to the batteries. It's a super useful feature. Once you've got it, you wonder why you didn't have it to start with. And adjusting the hand strap here is super easy. It's all simply done with a button at the bottom. You simply press that in, and then you can adjust the actual hand strap itself either in or out, adjusting to your hand. Easiest way to do that is put it on its loosest setting here, slide your hand in, and then at the bottom just pull the strap, and it will conform to your hand. If you want to loosen it, just hold the button in at the bottom and then move your hand out, and that makes it loose again. So hand in, tighten. To loosen it, press the button in, move your hand out, and your hand's nice and loose. So it's really easy to find a really good, comfortable fit. So previous controller grips from Kiwi Design, and others as well, often had like a plastic strap. So this is the previous version that Kiwi Design had. This one here is actually silicone. So if I take this cover off, as I said, it was optional. It's actually a silicone strap here, which means it is super comfortable for your hands. You'll also notice that the actual strap is quite high here. So if you've got big hands, it's actually going to suit, and it can actually go quite tight. So if you've got small hands, it's going to fit you as well. Now that's a bit better than the previous Kiwi Design one, where the strap was actually quite low. So you really kind of needed small hands for that to fit. There is a substantial size difference between this and the previous controller strap. So if I put these two side by side, you can kind of see the difference in the sizes. There is a substantial difference. That is actually a good thing, because the controllers themselves can be quite small, especially if you've got bigger hands. So this makes them such a more substantial controller grip, especially if you're into sort of Beat Saber and games like that, those fast rhythm games. Having a more substantial handle to actually grab hold of really does make a difference. All in all, I really like this controller grip cover. I was a little bit dubious at the start because it is so big. Like if you compare it to the stock controller, or even a stock controller with a previous cover, and there is a significant difference, and I thought that was going to be to its detriment, but it's actually a pro. because as I said, it makes it so much more controlling and comfortable to wear, especially for fast moving games. Everything from that to the thick silicone, to the silicone strap, to the cozy bit you can put on the strap if you want to make it more comfortable, to the ease of adjustments with that bottom to make the strap bigger and smaller. That cover, the silicone cover around the top of the ring as well, is just, it's just really well designed and thought out. So because you've got everything integrated so well into a single package, I really do think it is the best controller grip that you can buy for the Quest 2 now, and probably will be for a long time to come. So as great as these are, and I think they're awesome, and they are what I am using day in, day out, and have been for a while now, they're not going to be for everybody, because I think if you do have smaller hands, you might find them a little bit big and unwieldy. If you prefer your controllers to be more compact, then I would recommend going back to Kiwi Design's previous controller grip, which is this one here. They actually still sell both of these, so you can get either. This is a lot smaller, as you can see, comparing those side by side. However, it still retains a lot of the features because they carried over from here. So that battery compartment that I was talking about, you can still get to it in these controllers. So there you go. I think 95% of people are probably going to find that this is awesome. If you do have smaller hands, you might find that the earlier version will actually be a better fit for you. So both of these are available, so whichever one you choose to get, I will put purchase links in the description down below. You can get them from Amazon or direct from the Kiwi Design website. If you do go and get them direct, use code MyTechGear and you will get 5% off your purchase. If you want to find out some more great Quest 2 accessory ideas, be sure to check out my video up here. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please don't forget to like and share it. Consider subscribing if you're not. And as always, see you in the next one.